So this is week 41. Looks like I gotta tie down the fence here. It's really to protect them from touching the electric. But yeah, we got snow. We had 60 degrees, 65 degrees on Friday. Saturday, the weather just went bad. Looks like I gotta stretch this out a little bit. But let's see what we got for eggs. It's about noon, daylight savings time today. We got 1 egg, 2, 3, a large one. Now it looks like I'm gonna have to clean these out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So only 7 today. My son got 14 yesterday. Yeah, I think there was a couple in the kitchen too. But yeah, they're really producing. I'm a little disappointed this morning though. Well, actually it's around 1 o'clock, but yeah, look at it. The roosters are sleeping in here at night and they're making a mess. I don't know how you fix that, but yeah, I'll clean this and throw some fresh straw in here. We got eggs, 4 eggs that are in the incubator. I showed those at the end of my last video, and they're about, let's see, I think there's 6 days left before they hatch. So I'll be doing some video of that in this next video, I think, maybe. Getting ready for those 4, and then I want to see how they turn out, and then probably put maybe 20 to 24 eggs in the incubator and start hatching them and see what we get for my meat breeding project, which it's going pretty well at this point. Like I said, I thought I had 17 hens, but I'm only counting 16. So I got to go back through my numbers and see what I calculated wrong or why I thought that. And this door is kind of hanging up. And so I'm gonna have to try to clean out the bottom a little bit, or maybe lower that a little bit, which might be the easiest thing to do. Is that one corner over on the left there that's rubbing. So maybe I'll just lower that couple blocks of wood. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll just take the Sawzall and go across that. Anyway, that's an update. Like I said, I'm going to start cleaning up for the chicks, getting the broodery going, and look at the size of this egg next to these others. It's definitely a double yolk. I've gotten a couple of those in the last few days. All right, stay tuned. Well, this is the greenhouse. I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit. Got a little leak here. Actually, a lot of leaks, but it's mostly dry. Yeah, I got old carboys in here. I got to get these barrels repositioned. They're full of water. Those 2 fell over. This the board down here settled, so I'm gonna have to level that out a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to ratchet strap them up. I'm gonna drill a hole through the wall here, and then try and ratchet strap it up through. I don't know how I'm gonna get some kind of rope or something through there, but maybe I can just put one hole and then go from one side to the other. I got to figure out my angle. Once I get it past a certain point, I'll be able to lift it. So anyway, I'm just going to try and video this, see what I can do. Maybe I'll time lapse it, set the camera up over here. And I got so much crap in here. A mess. But we'll clean it back up, and we'll be able to, oh, look at the chickens are undermining all this. Fill this back up with wood chips. That's what I used to have in here. So clean it up and video it. Well, that went better than I thought. Using the ratchet strap, I was able to get it to a point where its center of gravity was such that I could just add a little bit of my strength and lift it up the rest of the way. But, oh man, it's cold out again. Look at the snow on the glass here. So, so I got a little organized. I cleaned it up, cleaned off the bench. I put the trays in. So the trays, these will fill up with some dirt. A whole mess of trays. And they're actually fiberglass. I'll fill them up with some seed mix, and this will be my garden. I'll have I'll buy another piece of foam or something and put it down on here. I've got some 1x6s that I maybe can lay on top of that, flatten it out. And actually I like to put another shelf up here because the sun, this is all southern exposure. This window is just rotting right out. But eventually I have some sliding glass doors. When we built the cottage, I ended up saving a bunch of them. Some of them needed to be replaced. They were the wrong size. So I ended up with a bunch of sliding glass door panels, and eventually I'd like to replace all this with those. And I think it'll be nice. Or I may build it closer to the garden, where I can get power to it. As you can see, the chickens are starting to undermine the on the outside, and so they're going to be in here eventually. So I'm going to have to get them, fill this in. I'm going to probably just rake it out a little bit, smooth it out, and then bring in some wood chips so it's a nice clean floor again. It's probably been 5-6 years since I've used this. And here's the barrels. There's 4 55-gallon barrels, and I painted them black so that when the sun comes in, they heat up somewhat, and then they hold the heat all night long until the next day if we get sun. You know, this is upstate New York where we don't get a lot of sun. And but they're in here and they're leaning against the wall now, and hopefully this will last another 10 or 15 years. So the greenhouse is coming back together. Looks like I saved a lot of these. Like I'll once I get the seeds growing in these trays, then I'll transfer them into these, save the nicest ones for tomatoes and stuff. I was also using styrofoam cups. Those work really well too. They're cheap and they're insulated. Just poke a couple holes in the bottom of them and they work really well. So, well, it's ready to start planting. We need warmer weather, I think. And I got to fix the, so this heats up to a certain temperature and it opens automatically. And I had hops growing in here, not on purpose, but I had some hops growing in here, and you can see some of the vines still wrapped around. So that's hops vines. They creep their way in here, and I'm going to have to get rid of them. Otherwise, they're going to continue to do that. So, and then they're linked. These two doors are linked outside. So this door is linked to the one out there. This one. I could show you the other side of it. Why don't I do that? So this is the outside of the, as you can see, I've got shingles missing up there. I mean, all this is pressure treated, except for the windows. Like I said, they're starting to rot. But, so this is linked together here. So as this door opens, it'll open this door up. There's just a wire on it. As you can see, there's more hop vines on here. Wire out here from Josie's old fence I gotta clean up. So, but yeah, that's the outside of the greenhouse. So the hot door up at the top heats up and opens it, and then they're linked together, so bottom door will open up, and then it'll get cool air coming in at the bottom, and the warm air will come out the top. I don't know if anyone's ever done that before, but it worked out really well. But I don't know if, I guess there's wax inside the tube, and the wax heats up and expands. I think that's how it works. So they're not that expensive. I might just buy a new one and replace it. So yeah, here's the chickens. They know I'm over here. Hey guys. But yeah, they're getting underneath here on the other side here, cleaning it all up. So we're getting down to the wire here. There's probably about 20 gallons worth of sap that we've collected. And so I'm estimating that we'll end up with maybe 2 quarts worth of maple syrup here. I mean, it's looking nice and brown and some good color, and it's definitely very sweet because I tasted some of it. But we got to boil it down until we start getting some big sticky bubbles. And I'll probably get my candy thermometer out and try it. I like to get some really nice little bottles to bottle it and just give it out to friends and family. But this is the sap. We've been adding it, boiling it, adding, boiling, adding. I didn't look today. We've had some really warm weather. The sap kind of stopped running, but the trees are really budding out. As you can see, they're really bright red, big buds. So we're pretty much at the end of the season here. So I'm just gonna boil this down and we get what we get. And I mean, I've got maple syrup from a couple years ago that we're still enjoying, so it lasts forever. It's like honey. Sugar lasts forever. So anyways, this is an update.